Welcome to Embrace Yourself. My name is Kim and I'm a movement specialist passionate about joy, health, and happiness. I want each of us to discover our healthiest, happiest selves. But to do that, we have to get up and move. Today, I'd like to demonstrate a back extension exercise using the foam roller. Now, if you don't have a foam roller, don't panic. I've included a link in the description below. I cannot recommend one piece of equipment more than the foam roller. I use it for everything. And this exercise is so great because it helps us come into back extension. And extension means lengthening up over versus flexion, which we do all day, rounded forward over computers. So let's get started. What I want you to do is go ahead and lay on your belly. Now, it's very important in extension. We want to keep our head in a neutral position. And the reason for this is I see so many people in my classes tuck their chin and lift their head. What that does is that puts a huge amount of pressure on the vertebra and discs in the back of the neck. I want you to picture that your head is nothing more than an extension of the spine, and so that neck is holding that head, and we want to keep it in alignment. I take my hands and I place my hands at the front of the foam roller. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to just practice inhaling, and at first I'm just reaching the foam roller away from me, and then I'm pulling the foam roller towards me by lengthening those shoulders down towards their opposing hip pockets. So I want you to think, shoulders come up to the ears, shoulders reach away from the ears towards those hips. And initially, that's all it is just a movement to try and mobilize my scapula, known as my shoulder blades. So I'm working on that initially. Now I'm going to add the extension piece. I'm going to draw the shoulders towards those hip pockets, and I'm going to inhale as I start to lift up into extension. Notice that I'm keeping my head in line with my spine, meaning that I'm not jutting my chin and looking forward. Rather, I'm just slowly coming into extension as my body allows. And then I exhale to lengthen back. Now, I want to make sure when I'm doing this exercise, two things. One, I want to keep my ribs soft. I have so many people that say to me, Kim, ribs are bones, they're hard. What do you mean by soften? What I want you to imagine is think about lengthening your rib cage down towards the hips, because I see so many people flare their ribs, and then what they're doing is they're getting their mobility from the wrong place. So what I want you to do is think about allowing the shoulders to drop to the hips. Think about relaxing those ribs and drawing in so that they go down towards your hips. And then the other cue that I like to give is I want to make sure that I'm not feeling this in my low back. I'm drawing my belly in and up so that I'm making sure to stabilize. This exercise is for my thoracic spine. Now, your thoracic spine is the upper back. That's what our thorax is known as. And the reason this is such an important exercise is because most of us have very limited thoracic mobility because we're so busy sitting around it every single day. So this is your exercise. You take a nice deep breath in as you draw the shoulders towards the opposing hip pocket and then come in to a nice extended position. And I'm only going as high that I feel like I have mobility to draw those shoulder blades together. This is going to be such a game changer for some of you because what you're going to notice is how weak you are in these muscles. And it's not because it means we're weak, it's just we don't use these muscles very often. Then you can practice just lifting one hand off of the roller and notice the amount of work that this creates for that upper back. That is your exercise challenge for today. So it's basically using the foam roller to come into spinal extension. I can't wait for you to try it and let me know what you think. Please be sure to click subscribe on the YouTube channel and make sure to ding the bell so you're notified of upcoming videos. I'm super excited for you to try this and find out how much work it involves to be able to stand erect. I'll see you tomorrow.